going on? It's the Tai Chi dude. Come hang out with me here. So, hey. Well, where did I start? Sometimes you have all these things you want to say in your head, and once you get on camera here, it kind of disappears. What do I want to say? I'm looking at the demographics here, and I've noticed, right, just over the last couple months, because I'm teaching and I'm putting on videos on YouTube and Insta, and I realize the demographic that I'm really reaching out to, and it's really men between the ages of 18 to 24. You're just kind of like whatever, right? That's its own world, right? But from 24 to 60 plus. And it makes sense because even when I teach, there's a lot of different. I don't necessarily adhere to just one style. It's I switch it up. It's individualized. That's what I meant to say. Right. So, as if I'm teaching someone who's older than me, then I focus a lot on the technique, right? Not only with younger people as well, but there's something that the older generation can teach me, right? In terms of life and learning, and a lot of the other sifus or instructors that I've taught alongside with, who are older, were inspiration. They were motivation. They were inspirational and mentors. And that right. So, you look towards, and students that I've taught, there's a lot of students who I've taught who have been older than me, like getting into martial arts to get back into shape, to just improve their mobility or whatever their reason may be. And it's kind of like an exchange, right? I teach them the movements and kind of the ways to to defend themselves, and it really is more self-expression, being able to open up, right, and defend yourself, right? Don't confuse that, but make them feel alive again, right? With the younger crowd, I do notice they're, because you're younger, you're looking for answers, you're looking for guidance towards your goal, right? And I enjoy being a mentor in that sense. And we focus on self-defense, right? Everything that's going to protect you and help you achieve the goals, and develop the life that you want. So, and I bring this up because, life. I had an instructor, Sigung Fito Rivera, and a great martial artist, a great instructor, someone who's a true martial artist, training since he's been 8. And I call him a true martial artist in a sense because I didn't start martial arts till I was in my 20s, right? Till I was 24. I actually started learning, and I'll tell you a story later, when I was 21. But to actually start training, and in my teens, I did a lot of reading and just practicing wherever I could. A lot of just boxing on the streets. You get together with the guys, or just what guys do, right? And girls, right? There's I don't see. That's the thing, is that I don't feel like I'm just talking to one group, but just understand that based on similarities and things like that, I'm coming from this male perspective. I want to say kind of a young, and I'm comfortable with who I am, and I got friends from all over, right? And so I try to speak from a sense of being positive and what can help everyone. So, but this idea of just jujitsu, eat and do this, blah blah blah, or I saw one for Muay Thai. I wish there was one for Kung Fu. Eat, sleep, Kung Fu, this, that. It just 3 things. What happens is, this is where I think wisdom experience comes in. Okay, I have 2 kids, and it's been crazy 2 weeks, right? Because it's the cold season, people are sick. If you have a spouse, right? My lady's been just out as well, right? She's been holding things down. It's been great, but eventually the dominoes fall, and you need to be there, right? How are you gonna do that when you can't just eat? How about eat, sleep? Where's the sleep? I've been waking up 7 times a night. So it's eat, jujitsu. I mean, come on. So I think in general, martial arts teaches you how to really get through those moments. And one area that I found, which was very eye-opening, is yesterday I did a video on going back into the kicks. Okay, so the kicks, wushu kicks, are the very first martial art exercise that I learned, that I started off with, right? It was kicking for 2 hours, literally, just moving the leg up and down and taking a break. And by the time you're 10, 15 minutes in, you're done. I had another student come in like 2 weeks later, right? Or a month later, I believe, in that time frame, but they left in 2 weeks. Okay, they quit. So, I was in better shape than I was, right? But trying to get back into shape and things like that. So, but I noticed that after going back to the basics, this is an idea that, and that's my approach for the next, for this year, for the next couple months, and this year, is to go back to the basics, go back to continue working on your kicks, start from the basics, and build up from there, build up a good foundation, rebuild. And I noticed that my energy levels were on point. I've been doing a lot of cardio, a lot of running, and hitting the bag and stretching and kind of, piecing out the, the program or whatnot. But I noticed when I did those kicks afterwards, my energy levels were through the roof for what needed to be done. All right, I was already tired for the day, but having a second night of just crap, right? If you're a parent, you understand, right? To be able to, one, get through there, right? Do the video, do some running before, I did my stretching before, just do everything, and then feel great. That's really the message I want to get out there, because I feel like it can help. The goal is to help people, right? And also with these wushu kicks, once again, I've adapted these wushu kicks so that I make them effective. Okay, a lot of people say that some of the wushu kicks are just for show. Like the side stretch kick is not a stretch. It's not a kick that I use in self-defense purposes or for self-defense, right? Or in a competition, whatever. It's more for just training yourself and conditioning and things like that, and helps to improve hip mobility. And the other kicks do have usage, and you can adjust them. So that's where I'm coming from. I know there's a lot in this message, and once you kind of get going, you just get going. Gotta have some personality, and keep training. I'm getting back into the groove of things. I am back at the gym. And I'll tell you why I took a break here, at least from that aspect. I think once again, it goes back to life and responsibilities. And so tying this back into the crowd, I do have a lot of young men and young people, just young people in general, between the ages of 24 and 44, right? And that's when life hits you, right? So, I feel happy. I feel obligated to give you, right, tell you what I know, right, to help you get through these life challenges. And, hopefully it will propel us all into a better future. But to see that, and I've had the experience of talking to younger individuals and people in their 20s and your 30s. Man, I love my 20s. Those are great. And if you feel like things aren't going your way, don't worry. The world's not going to end. See, that's the thing, too, is once again, when you're in your 20s and whatever, your early age, you think if you don't hit something by the world is going to end. Now, the world's going to keep spinning, and you need to keep going towards whatever you're working towards. So I appreciate just sitting with me. Hopefully, this has been a good message. And once again, I'm here. It's the morning. I gotta go, put on some lotion and do a couple other things and, get ready for the day. I'm gonna train. I gotta work. I got things to do. I got a business to run. Thank you.